I am doing a quick live tonight. Got some work to do on a one of our racers from the club. Dropped off this buggy, and I need to get it ready. We got racing on Monday. He wants a transponder fitted and a few other little bits and bobs. So I thought I'd just do a little bit of a live stream while we do it. Answer any questions. Say hi to everyone. And yeah, join me while we are at the bench doing a little bit of work. Here we go. I am just going to get myself set up as I turn everything off. Here we go. I'm going to turn you guys around. There you go. Just so you get an idea of the state that I'm working in. This is my bench at the moment. It's not always this messy. I got projects coming out my ears at the moment. I've just finished my buggy build here, which I'm really happy with. So still kind of recovering, shall I say, after that. Got a huge pile of builds ready and waiting over there. So going to be moving on to those. This was a fun little build I did with my son the last couple of days. Say hi as you join us. Let us know where you're watching from and all that jazz. But yeah, this was a fun little build that I did with my son. We used the WL Toys buggy system out of it. Tell you, it handles probably as good as the WL Toys buggy. But hello from Cumbria. Hello. Yeah, welcome. Thank you very much. Lovely spot of the world there. You got to be into crawlers or something like that if you are watching from Cumbria. Beautiful spot of the country. But yeah, anyway, hovercraft. Fantastic little thing. I'm going to put plans and everything up for this onto somewhere around. And then you can download it. But yeah, anyway, enough of that chatting. I am going to get down to work on this. It is the what was it, Maverick Microbe. Incidentally, it is. I know I get a lot of questions about the Microbe and how it compares to the Spec B, but it's identical. So yeah, let me flip the camera around again. Oh, sorry. Here we go. So other than basically the chassis being a different color, I say it's identical. The chassis is different. Should have paid more attention. We have got a slightly different chassis. It's slightly tapered on the front here, but all the components are identical. So I don't think there's enough difference there to really change the performance much, but yeah, anyway, I am gonna flip the camera around and then we can get to work on this Microbe. Welcome to everyone that's just joined us. We are doing a live stream from the bench tonight. I have been given this Microbe by one of our club drivers. He's a new driver to the club. He may even be watching. And I need to get a transponder in it. I need to tidy up all the wiring, get all of that sorted. Yeah, and just yeah, see what we can do to it. I'll sort the steering out. It's a bit of an issue with the steering on these. So yeah, say hello. Let us know where you're watching from, who you are, yada yada yada. What you've been up to this weekend. It is 10:30 here in the UK at the moment, in the evening. So hello to anyone in the UK that is probably chilling out having a beer. Hello, Scammer. Good evening. Yeah, let's get to work. I will set you down over here so I can see you. I will get the chat up on the computer. 2 seconds. Here we go. That would help if I was... bear with me 1 second. help if I was on the right account. Here we go. Right, okay. So what we got to start off with is, I don't know, probably sort out this motor wiring. That all needs to get tidied up and sorted. Then get rid of all of this spare wiring on the steering servo, and then get that transponder sorted and wired in. So I'm going to start working on that. Say hello, as I say, welcome if you've just joined us. Hello. Yeah, let us know what you've been up to this weekend. Have you been driving? Have you been racing, crawling? What are you up to? Talk to me, people. Just grab a few tools out. Hello from Brazil. Wowzers. That is a long way away. That is pretty amazing. Hello. I expect you've had a lovely day and it's been nice and hot in Brazil. I don't know what time of year it is. Don't know. I expect it's a damn sight hotter than it is here. Hello from Wales. Dirt bikes, nice. Bit wet for, must have been hell muddy. Wow, dirt bikes in this weather. You need a boat around here. Nice, and RC as well. Cool. It was mostly raining here today. We went swimming instead. Oh, thank you very much. I don't think I am, but thank you anyway. Hello from England. Whereabouts in England? Don't know what that, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just pulling apart the receiver on this. Now, I've done one of these before. And they aren't too complicated. What am I doing? Debbie, I'm working on a Maverick Microbe. This is a buggy belonging to one of the people at my club that I run, and he wanted me to stick a transponder in it, and I said to him, why don't I sort it out while we're at it. Hello from Japan. Why aren't you using ELRS? Well, I don't think you probably need it for these. We only race in a hall that's about 10 meters long, so nice. Beginning to drive 128 scale rear wheel drive. Is that on road or off road, Andre? Right, I am just trying to establish this. Greetings from Poland. Wow, we've got the whole world with us tonight, which is absolutely amazing. I still can't quite believe these live streams where everyone tunes in from. Absolutely bonkers. What is everyone up to today? Hello and welcome to everyone who has just joined us. I am working on this Maverick Microbe tonight for a driver at my club. Being very careful not to damage anything. Trying to remember how it went, how it came apart. I actually had, talking about Japan, I had a little parcel arrive from Japan today with some interesting stuff in it. Hang on, there we go. Yeah, it is really is the whole world. It is absolutely amazing. Look, we had, I don't know if any of you guys are into Mini Zeds. I had Enjoy Smile. They do these amazing little sort of, I don't know what you call them, They're like a fun style F1 body for the Mini Zs. These arrived, so can't wait to try it and paint it up. I've been, me and my son have been scouring the internet for F1 liveries. Can't quite decide. So if you've got any ideas what colour your favourite F1 car livery is, let us know in the comments. I need some ideas. It can't be too complicated because I've got to paint this, but they're pretty cool. They do 3 different styles. They do F23, then the F91, and then I think one more, which is like a slightly older version. Basically, like the modern day F1, the 90s F1, and then one before that as well. So yeah, excited to paint these up. Navy blue Red Bull. My son is, yeah, he is all over the Red Bull. It probably will happen on one of them. I was toying with like the old Williams yellow, white and blue for the old school one, the 90s one. I also had a Tamiya Jordan 191, which is of that era, which I'm tempted to do just because it's a bit of a throwback. There's so many cool ones, but as I say, it can't be too complicated because I've got to be the one to paint this, so got to do them justice. But yeah, throw some ideas down in the comments and we can have a bit of a look at those. Right, on to this. Now I remember doing this to mine. We've got 2 wires on these cars for the steering, not for the steering, for the throttle, for the steering. Hello and welcome to anyone that has just joined us. If you've just joined us, we are working on the Maverick Microbe tonight, getting it ready for one of my club members, doing a bit of wiring on it, fitting a transponder, all that sort of jazz, just getting it ready for him. He came last week, a week before, had a few issues with it, and we just need to try and iron out a few of those. Sorry, just bring up the live chat on the computer so I can see it. Yeah. Right, I am going to... Okay, so these, they come with... hello, Antonio. Debbie subscribed. Thank you very much indeed. As always, if you guys enjoy any of this, and even if you don't, please hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out. I've had so many companies recently that have been helping me out and donating parts and stuff like this. It's been absolutely amazing, the support that I've had from all you guys. My target last year was 1,000 subscribers in the first year so I could get monetized. We absolutely smashed that. We got nearly 2,000. So this year I've set my goals even higher, and I'm aiming for 5,000. I'm still only at like 2.5. So I've got a long way to go, but that is my goal. So if you can help, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Really appreciate it. It really does mean a lot. Catching up, MJX. Do I drive the MJX? No, I don't think I do, because I don't know what it is. Give us some more details and I will have a quick look. Hello, Kevin Humphreys. Johnny, I used to race RC. I have a Traxxas Slash. Nice. Slash is one of the ones that me and my son have always wanted, never gotten around to getting. Maybe one day. We'd really love to. Max Slash would be cool. But yeah, nice one, very lucky. Hello, Kevin Humphreys again. Hope you're... Thank you very much, King Pop Tart. Yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Cool. Right, I need to get on with this because I've got to get this done tonight. The slashes are about £600, similar in dollars, aren't they? Something like that. 500, 600. So the problem is all the batteries that come with them that end up costing so much money. I am just checking what I've done in here, and it is correct. That is that one. So these ESC, $250 in America. Wow, we're getting ripped off over here. These ESCs come with some sort of coating on the wires, so I just need to trim that off. Send a hat to you. How do you send a hat to me? How do you? I don't know. Drop me a message in, and if there's anything that you can't do via chat and want to contact me, you can find me on Instagram, and then you can do a direct message. I'm kind of new to all this live streaming stuff, yeah, you can do a direct message there, or you can find me or / the club on Facebook. So you can always drop me a message on there. I'm sorry, the receiver. How much have you missed? Not a huge amount. I've not got a lot done. I am working on the Maverick Microbe. I need to get a transponder in it tonight. I did a live stream because I thought everyone would follow along. I didn't think many people would follow along, and I'd never get many. I'd never get many messages or anything like that. But it seems to be going off tonight. So yeah, hello and welcome. Well, Tamiya. No, I've not got a Tamiya tonight. It is a Maverick Microbe. Let us know what you want to see on the channel as well. If you've just tuned in, if you've just joined us, obviously it's slightly orientated towards micro stuff, but I'm happy to do anything. I love RC of any shape or form. We've been flying drones today, little drones. Rubbish one. How do you send me money? You don't have to send me money by all means, but there is it called Super Chat or something? Down below there you should see a little $sign badge. But yeah, if you do want to donate to the channel, you can do that down below. Traxxas Slash is £250 over here. That's pretty good. I've got to admit, I've not been looking at the 2-wheel drive. It's a 4-wheel drive that I've been looking at. Around here, everywhere, the grass is so long everywhere, and it's all off-road, so you kind of need 4-wheel drive. Yeah, I think they're a bit more. I think they're more like, I don't know. I thought they were more like 600 quid. Maybe that's by the time you've got batteries and everything like that. Do I sell RC cars? No, not really. I'm a bit of a hoarder. I certainly don't have any sort of shop as such. I'd sell a few little bits via the club just for keeping people on the track, but I'd buy everything retail price from the shops and then just pass it on. It's very hard to get deals with distributors and stuff like that. Sorry, Kevin, I'm trying to keep up with your, how does it, for RC cars? Or could you give me an explanation to the best ones? Do you sell, I can give you whatever advice I can give you. As always, just put it in a question, either on here or send us a message over on Instagram, and yeah, I'll do my best. I'm going to spark up the soldering iron, and what is best race? Well, the best cars, I've only raced 10th scale buggies and a few other bits and stuff smaller than 10th scale, basically. All depends on what clubs you've got around near you. So first off, I would find your local club, see what they're racing, and then kind of go from there, really. That way you can get good advice from them, and everything like that. So yeah, start at your local club and see what they're up to. You look like you make RC cars. I don't make RC cars. I build RC cars. I play with RC cars, and all that sort of stuff. Colombia. Wow, that's a long way away. As I say, have a little look around locally, see who you can find, and if not, start setting up yourself. I started my club up just over 3 years ago now. I counted up, we had 500 drivers over 2025. 550, I think I counted. So that's the good thing about the small cars. You don't need much space, so you can always start something up wherever you are. 10 scale. Used to race a pretty long time ago. Yeah, the price does raise with scale, which is why I've come down in scale. Even 10th scale is kind of expensive. Tires get used pretty quickly, and everything else. So yeah, the smaller you go, the cheaper it gets mostly. What was I going to say? But the fun that you have doesn't change. I have more fun probably with my micro stuff than I do with the big stuff. Do you have any F1 cars? I do. I don't have it to hand. I'll get it for the next live stream. It is a classic, original Tamiya F1 from I think it's from 90s, early 90s. It was, I think I said it earlier. It's a Jordan 191 from Tamiya. I also have another Tamiya F1, but that is all. Over an hour away. Well, if it's over an hour away to race, start your own track. That is exactly how I started my own club, and it's absolutely booming now. Beach, that would be cool. Racing at the beach, that would be absolutely amazing. I've kind of always wanted to do that myself. It would be wicked. You could kind of like dig a jump and set out a track in a few minutes, and it'll be absolutely epic. A lot of sand to clean out your bearings, but yeah, it would absolutely be epic. Whereabouts were you? I can't remember where it was. It was like Texas or somewhere like that. If you haven't got a micro club near you, start one. No excuses. I started mine 3 years ago. That was it. I started my club 3 years ago. There was 5 of us. Not even that. I think there was like 3, and I kind of persuaded a couple of other people to come and have a look. 3 years later, and we have got a regular 20 people a night, and it's absolutely such an amazing vibe. Everyone has so much fun, and yeah, you don't need much to start a micro RC club. Got to do it. You got to do it. Just got to do it. Yeah, I'm in the middle of renovations as well. It is a lot of work, but it's so worth it. Just no excuses. Just do it. Do it. Start with something that doesn't cost much to set up, and then just go from there. Right, I need to get on with this. We're all chatting. I love the chat, but I do need to try and get this done. I've been renovating our house for the last long time, many years, but we're slowly making progress. Right, trying to not mess this up. I think what I'm going to do is remove some of this extra wiring. Mini Zs are quite expensive to set up. Buggies, super cheap. Buggies, just grab yourself a piece of carpet, a few hose pipes or something like that, and you are good to race. Okay, yeah, totally understand. It is a lot of work renovating and moving house, so good luck to you on that. Right, I'm going to remove these wires off of here. Probably could have just chopped these off, to be honest. Yeah, these things come with so many wires on them. It's kind of crazy. But I think we can tidy it up. I'm going to desolder. I'm going to desolder these and then solder the servo directly to it. I'm going to try to do this while I'm chatting to you guys, which is probably going to go all wrong. Do it, do it, do it, do it. No excuses. Seeing everyone having so much fun. Tune into one of our live streams. Monday night, I will try and do another live stream. It's about 8 o'clock UK time. I'll try and throw the phone on the stand and do a bit of a live stream. So tune in and you can see the fun that we have at our track. 65-foot garage. Wow. That's what most men dream of. Lap monitor. Lap monitors are great. Are you building a girlfriend? What? Yeah, again, gives everyone something to do. What I mean, we race on a Monday night, and yeah, what else do you do on a Monday night? It's like sit at home, watch TV, or go race radio control cars and have a great time. Okay, I think we probably need to get rid of a few of these messages. I don't know quite how. Oh, well, they're just going to have to stay. I just rent a local hall. Yeah, I just rent a local village hall for the club. It costs not a huge amount. I need about see you later. I need about 5 people to break even, which isn't too hard. But yeah, go seek out local school, village halls, church spaces, all that sort of stuff. And I'm sure you'll find somewhere to do it. No, it is. And that's the good thing about micro cars is that it's so you don't need massive spaces, so you don't need huge number of people to make it viable. Oh man, these wires are stuck good. Late night parking lots. Unfortunately, around here, there's not many of those, and they're all pitch black. But yeah, underground car parks, you see loads of clubs pop up in those. I'm just going to write down something so I don't forget it. Hello from Nottingham. No, sorry, Northampton. Hello. Welcome to anyone that is watching who's joined us. We are working on a Maverick Microbe tonight. First time I've had one of these in my hands. Almost identical to the Spec B. Just doing a bit of race prep on it, getting it ready for one of my club drivers who has just picked it up. So I said I would get it sorted, and I thought, why not do a bit of a live stream while we're at it. Let us know what you've been up to over the weekend. If you've got any plans, anyone racing tomorrow, anyone been racing today, going out with your cars, or just having a chilled weekend. See you later. Have a good weekend. Right, we are making progress here. I know you can't see much, but I am making progress slowly. Nothing like a bit of pressure of soldering on a live stream. Incidentally, the last live stream, or one of the previous live streams, we had a bit of an issue with. Yes, I remember you were watching. When we had that issue with that Furatech ESC, and I fixed it. I got it going again, which was absolutely amazing. Building up one of my Tamtecs for the beach. Nice. Paddle tires, that kind of thing. That'd be fun. Yeah, I had a bit of a. I was working on this on one of my previous live streams, and we managed to finish everything up and then pull one of the tabs off of the battery terminals off the ESC. I spoke with Furatech, and they said they'd send me a new one, which was absolutely amazing of them. And it's well out of warranty. I bought it I think like 6 years ago. But they said they'll send me a new one, which is absolutely amazing. And then I had a go trying to repair it, didn't get it working, and then I finally did. Kind of. I reckon it's got a week, 2 weeks maybe in it tops, but we'll see what happens. Right. Okay, let's carry on working on this. 3D printed. Surely that's got to be the way to go for paddle tires. You see so many of them around. I would give that a go. I wouldn't know where to start. What? Kevin? Send $50? I don't quite believe it. If you did, thank you very much indeed. That's ridiculous. Crazy. Thank you very much. Yeah, 3D printed paddle tires. Got to be the way to go. Can't be that hard to design. Thank you. That would be amazing. That would be more than I've earned in a long time. Yeah, sand. Yeah, we don't have sandy beaches around here. It's all stones. But yeah, bit of beach racing. Sounds like a lot of fun. Right, cutting off the servo plug and cutting off the servo plug. I'm going to solder it directly to the board. Get that done. Here we go. No warranty now. Can't see any reason not to do this. This is where it gets a bit tricky and fiddly, but I'm sure we'll work our way around it. Hello and welcome to anyone that has just joined. We are doing a little bit of race prep for Monday night. We have got buggy action coming up, so stay tuned on the channel and watch that on Monday night. Hope everyone has had a good week. Let us know what you've been up to. Right, here we go. I don't know if anyone saw the videos, but I have, or the shorts, but I have just finished up. I think I put out a short. Actually, I don't think I have put out a short yet. I finished up my, did I? I don't think I have. I don't think I've told anyone about the buggy that I finished finally. I did only finish it yesterday. I can't remember. It's finally finished. Check it out. It's taken a lot of work, this. Loads of little issues to sort along the way, but it's finally there. We have got the upgrade RC shocks on there. We've got the full aluminium front end from RKH. Carbon chassis from Endura. AGFRC servo, can't really see it, it's in there though. Got the Hobby Wing 1626 or whatever they call it, 3,500 kV motor in there. Yeah, it is pretty sweet. I'm really happy with it. There's one thing I was going to say, can't remember what it was. What was it? Hello from Portugal. Very nice little spot, but it's been lovely weather over there today, I'm sure. There's something I was going to say about this, but I can't remember what it was. Nah, it'll come back to me. No, I've forgotten. Brain's gone. But yeah, very happy I got that finished. There will be a full video coming out on that very soon. I have got all sorts of projects lined up. The guys at Endura have been more than kind. I had a random notification yesterday or day before. I think it was the day before. And some more parts are on the way for the SCX30 that I didn't even ask for, which is super kind of them. But that means that I need to spend more money and then build more cars, and well, you know, it doesn't really make, I don't know, it's all good fun, isn't it? RGB RC Raceway is pretty badass. There's loads of RC stuff around Texas, isn't there? It's massive. That's where the big Traxxas place is. Never been to Texas myself. Wouldn't mind. Do like a bit of country and all that sort of thing. Right, I'm going to get this soldered. I'm going to have to pay attention just for a minute or two. Sorry, this isn't terribly interesting, but it is just the job that I had to do tonight and get it done. So I thought, why not do a bit of a live stream while I'm at it. Welcome to anyone that has just joined us. We are working on the Maverick Microbe tonight. This is going all right, actually. Okay, south and south. I'm starting with the Micro T, searching for what is best for a nice build after 20 years far from the RC. Well, luck would have it, I have a Micro T right in front of me. If you've got any questions, let us know. I can give you my tips if you're interested. They are a super fun car to drive. There you go, Micro T. So my top tips for the Micro T. I haven't done a video on this. I really need to. So first off, you're paying attention. First off, you need to remove the battery tray. Remove the battery tray and basically you need to trim away some of the plastic rails just down on the inside here, and that will let the battery sit fully onto the chassis and get it as low as possible. I have made a little 3D printed part here which just stops the battery from flying out the other end. If you want that, let me know and I can put a file. I've literally just designed or redesigned it because I couldn't find it, that part this morning. So I can add that to my Cult 3D thing if you need it. So that is tip number one. Tip number two, you want the truck to be sitting as low as possible. So spring retainers out at the front. It's not too bad on the back, but on the front, you need to get the front down. So what I have done, again, I probably can find it somewhere. It wasn't designed to be 3D printed, but you could try it. And that is, I made a lowering tower for the front to lower the front down by 2 millimeters. Alternatively, maybe take your springs out and clip maybe like the first ring off or something like that, but you need to get that front to be lowered. Tip number three is your front tires, and this is probably the biggest one. And so you've got two options with front tires. Well, you've probably got more, but the easy two are these ones here, which are Upgrade RC, and they're, I think they're called clay bite or something like that. And you can stick those on. They're pretty good, but they still give quite a lot of grip. So the other option is just with the standard stock tires, and that is to take your stock tires and, like they do in 1/8 scale, grind off the outer pins and the inner pins, and then super glue all around the sidewall, and that reduces your grip. So it stops the tire from rolling. So as you corner, the tire doesn't roll and gain grip and then flip you over. And yeah, it just transforms the handling. Obviously clean up the wiring like we're doing tonight on this Microbe. Get rid of any excess wiring for the motor, and then tidy up all the steering wiring. Again, just getting rid of any unnecessary weight. Once you've done that, these cars are absolutely fantastic to drive. They are so much fun and they jump really, really well. So that is my advice. Go for it. Any other questions, give us a shout. But that is my Micro T advice. I'd love more people to get the Micro Ts. They are a lot of fun, as I said, but you do need to do a bit more work on them. Right, just preparing this little transponder wire. And then hopefully we can start getting this thing back together a bit. Hello and welcome to anyone that has just joined us tonight. We are live on the bench doing a bit of work on this Maverick Microbe that belongs to one of the guys that race at my club. Popped it around today and asked if I could just install the transponder into it. And I said yes, and I said I would try and get it all prepped and ready to race. My local hobby town's micro race was cancelled this week due to a birthday party. Gutted. Yeah, occasionally we have to allow the local events to take place. But I book the club or book the venue about 2 years in advance. So yeah, I have a pretty good pick of everything. Actually, that reminds me, I've got to sort all that stuff out. Big thanks, saved with screenshot video to try with mine. Parts recommendations for the Micro T. You don't really need anything. They're pretty fantastic as they are. Yeah, they don't really, unless you want to spend money on them, they don't need any money spent on them. That's the amazing thing about these buggies. They just don't need any money spent on them. Spend it on a beer instead. Have a beer. They drive fantastically as they are. Just spend a bit of time setting it up and doing those tips that I recommended, and you'll be golden. What kind of soldering station is this? It's not really a soldering station. It is literally just it's a new little soldering iron that I've got. A TS101. There you go. Little digital thing. I don't really understand it. I just push the buttons until it says hot and go from there. But it works really well. It's been 30 years since I've bought a new soldering iron. These have the heater element in the tip rather than kind of feeding the heat up it, if you get my drift. So they heat up in like 5 seconds, literally that fast. So pretty amazing. Well worth it. Really good for in the toolbox as well, like when you're at the track or anything like that and you just want instant heat to repair something. You don't have to wait around. Yeah. I have a WL Toys 244016, that catchy old name, and I want to replace the ESC. Are there any recommendations? Depends how far you want to go. Do you want to go brushless, or do you want to stay brushed? Not many options in the brushed area. We've just done a little project with our 244016. Here you go. This is where the radio equipment belongs from the WL Toys buggy now, in this little hovercraft that I've built for my son. It took its maiden flight, shall we say, this morning, and worked really well. Best thing that the buggy has ever done. All right, hello, Vabe. Micro T's, love them. I'm the only. I think there might be two others that might be starting racing soon at my club, but there's not enough Micro T racing going on. I fully recommend getting anyone to get one. They're great fun. For if you're ever doing any sort of track layouts, play the Play RC app. Fantastic new sort of website that this chap has developed for drawing and designing track layouts. Super easy to use, especially it's kind of mainly designed around mini Zs, but you can use it for anything. Well worth checking that out. Yeah. JBC CD. I have not heard of that one. JBC CD. Gonna have a search because I always like to hear what everyone is talking about. Oh, hang on. Apologies for the sound.
MZ Formula Designer Alberta. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for today. Yes, thank you very much.
This was one of the videos I was watching. Apologies for the noise.
Tell me what kind of body it has.
This was the F1 cars that I was watching. I'm gonna leave that search for a second. Hey Charlie, Showcase Creative. Hello. Sorry, I'm gonna get back to the chat. I'm missing stuff. Here we go. Hello. 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 Welcome. Good evening. If you've just joined us, we are doing a little bit of work on one of my club members' cars tonight, getting it all ready for racing on Monday. Showcase Creative. Why do I recognize that name? If anyone from the club should incidentally be on here. Ah, hey Paul. I was going to say, I don't know. Yeah. We have one of my members on the chat. Good evening. Hope you had a good weekend. Are you racing on Monday? I can't remember. If you're not, we've got one space left. We are just working on a Microbe. Get in there. As I say, I'm pretty sure there is one space left. Otherwise, right, I'm trying to get this done. Buggies, yes, it is Buggies on Monday night. Right, I'm going to try and do this without making a mess and taking 10 steps backwards. Haven't quite figured out this thing. It's a bit confusing, I've got to admit, but one day I'll watch a video on how to use it. Sorry, while I just do this, it's just requires a little bit of patience. There we go. We are halfway there. Hello to anyone that has just joined us. We are working on a Maverick Microbe tonight. First time I've had one of these in my hands. Almost identical to the Loci. To the Spec B. I believe they were designed by Hobby Plus and then passed around to various other brands. Right, we have got the transponder wire on there. We can then put that back together. I am now going to sort out this ugly looking power cable and sort that out. Start with, you can get rid of this ferrite bead that's on there. Easiest way to do that is like that. And it's gone Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Hello, welcome, good evening. Let us know where you are watching from. Love a bit of Australia, one of my favourite places to be. Haven't been for 10 years and miss it dearly. Negative on the top, positive on the bottom. Okay, I got you. I got you. Right. Hang on, I'm getting more. This is weird. There must be some sort of translation thing going on because I'm getting slightly different messages on my phone as I am on the computer. How bizarre is that? Yeah, hello to anyone that's just tuned in. Let us know where you're watching from. Say hello. I am working on some cars. What RC is that? This is the Maverick Microbe micro buggy. Is that, no, it's not the Loci. I've got Locis here. We've got the Loci. If anyone wants me to compare anything, I can do. This is a brand new Loci I've got here. Here we go. Maverick Microbe, Loci, Spec B. Got a few different ones here. These are 1/24th scale. So kind of small, but a lot of fun. As I have said many a time, I think that the Loci Micro B, and I've driven quite a few cars, I think the Loci Micro B has to be one of the best cars to get into or to get back into buggy racing or any form of RC racing. The amount of fun and the performance from these things is absolutely amazing. They are so much fun. They're a little, well, about $100 thereabouts, and you really can't beat them. It's just so much fun. They don't cost anything to maintain. They don't break. You can absolutely hammer them, and they're so much fun. Yeah, 100%. The JRX Pro, Loci JRX Pro. I'm going to look that up because I don't remember it. Okay, yeah. I know on 1/16, 1/16 scale. Yeah, these are a little bit smaller, but it means that you can have a full-blown race in your living room, and for next to nothing. Yeah, it does look a bit old school. If you've got a T, get a B, and if you've got a B, get a T. You've got to have both. But yeah, we end up using the they must have done, when I just looked it up, it came up as 16th scale. Maybe they did too. The T is what we tend to end up using at home. The B we use at the track. Bonjour, Crawler 66. Hello, let us know where you are watching from. I am assuming Paris. Very nice. Not a million miles away from here. Love a bit of French action. We tend to go over to France every year on holiday. Okay, they have a mini version. Yeah, I do go, I go back a long way in RC cars, but I did skip a bit of an era around the 90s, late 90s. So I did miss a bit of Losi action then. Losi wasn't really a thing. Well, it was, but they were pretty expensive back in the 80s and 90s. What kind of soldering iron is this? We were talking about this earlier. This is a TS101. It's one of these new little digital ones. I say new, they're not that new, but highly recommend it. It was about $50, something like that. You can buy loads of different tips for it. The heater, I was literally saying like 10 minutes ago, the heater is in the end here, so it takes like 5-10 seconds to heat up. So really handy. Fully recommend it. I'm sold by it. I had the same soldering iron for 30 years, and it finally died a couple of weeks ago, and I have now got ceramic. I have no idea. I guess there's probably something ceramic in there. To the outside eye, it's to the outside eye, it's all stainless steel. Hello everyone. I don't quite know what's going on this chat, but there you go. I'm using Google Translate. I hope you're doing well, my friend. My name is Crawler66. Yeah, hello Crawler66, and welcome, bonjour. That's about the limits of my French, if you are actually French, but there you go. Yeah, 100%, get a good soldering station. I spent a long time looking for a complete soldering station, and I couldn't find exactly what I wanted, which is why I got this until I can. So yeah, at the moment I'm using this, and it does the job very well indeed. I don't think I'll go back to one of the older style soldering irons that takes a while to heat up, because this thing just heats up so quickly. Yeah, I'd like one of those hot air blower Dubry Watsits for heat shrinking and circuit board work, but I don't have that. I don't have that pleasure right at this moment. Right, we are progressing nicely with this. I think there's only one more job to do after this. Heiko, yes. So I did have a Heiko. Well, someone gave me a Heiko. The problem was they were in America and they gave it to me, and I couldn't use it over here because it was 110 volts, and over here in the UK we run on 240 volts. So I was a bit gutted. Couldn't use it. So yeah, thank you very much, Crawler66. Thank you very much for subscribing. All of the subscriptions that you guys give me are so appreciated. I literally read every single comment. I see every person that subscribes. It is absolutely amazing what you guys have helped me do and create, and the little community that we've built up. It's absolutely amazing. We have gone, as I was saying earlier, I started just a little over a year ago, uploading a few videos to YouTube for my club, just kind of really to help people out, so I didn't have to repeat myself loads of times. And then I did a couple of videos, and one seemed to be watched a lot, so I thought I'd upload a few more and do a few more, and they got watched, and the numbers grew pretty quick. And then I was like, wonder if I can get to 1,000 subs by the end of the year, because that's kind of what you've got to do to get the monetized thing. And it was just a bit of a challenge, really, and I quite like a challenge. And yeah, in like 6 or 7 months we'd hit 1,000 subs. So as I say, absolutely, so appreciative of all of those. And yeah, end of the year we hit 2,000, which was even better. So for 2026, I've set my goal of 5,000 subs. I don't know if we'll hit it. I hope we do. We're at like 2,500, so we're kind of halfway there. But yeah, really appreciate any subs or anything like that. It takes a lot of work to do all these videos, especially these build videos. The time and money that I've put into this, and now trying to put all the videos together and stuff, it takes hours and hours and hours. So it really is appreciated. Oh yeah, French beer is very good. We normally take a trip over to France every year. We go down to Bordeaux camping, and absolutely love France. Stunning place, and everyone's super friendly and have an absolute great time there. The wine is good, the beer is great, and the food's even better. So thank you very much for the I will get over to France again soon. I don't think we're coming over this summer. Incidentally, we found a great little fun little RC park. No, track. It's just a track down near Bordeaux, and we head down there every year, and it's great fun. And we go to the beach and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, have a great time down there. Very jealous. I wouldn't mind moving over to France. I really do like it that much. Yeah, it kind of does work itself out. Have we got any other? Do any of you guys do YouTube as well? I'm learning so much doing this YouTube thing. It's I enjoy the learning it. Hello, Brian. Hello. Good evening. Yeah, learning so much from doing all this YouTube stuff. I was asked if I wanted to do a course that is being run by YouTube itself, and on learning a load of stuff. So I'm doing that at the moment, and as I say, learning a huge amount. But yeah, very, very interesting learning all of this, and can be quite frustrating at times as well. When you put a video out that's taken you hours and hours and hours, and then it gets like 200 views. It's yeah, but there you go. It's all fun and all all a learning experience. Right, we are getting there with this. I think I've now got all the wiring done. So we just got a little bit of work to do on little bit to do on the steering, and then I think we're just about there. It is a load of fun, and it does take up a lot of time. I mean, it's 11:45 p.m. and I'm still working on cars. I mean, stuff like this is cool because I'd have to do it anyway. It does take twice as long while you are working on a car and chatting online, but I look like I was in Harry Potter. No, I wasn't, and unfortunately, I've not really watched Harry Potter even, so I couldn't even tell you if I do or not. Tell me, my friend, what do you think of the Toyota FMS Pro 1/10? What's your personal opinion? I already have the Traxxas TRX4 Ford Bronco. Well, I've not had any FMS cars, so I can't really give you much of an opinion on that. I've had a Traxxas TRX4 for many years, and I love that. So I can't really help you. I do quite like a lot of the FMS stuff. It'll be quite nice to get a hold of some of it if they're watching. If anyone can put me in touch with them, they've got quite a lot of planes as well that I quite like to get hold of. But yeah, SCX30s, great fun. I'm enjoying it more and more actually. Short course looks fun as heck. Yeah, wouldn't mind a short course truck. Always quite fancy the short course truck. I'll have a quick. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this FMS Pro, Toyota FMS Pro. I'm gonna have a quick Google. When my computer works. Apologies. Okay, looks pretty cool. Looks really cool. FMS models, Toyota Pro. They do a couple of different versions, right? Looks pretty cool. Brushless. It looks really rad. That looks like a lot of fun. It looks like it needs to get really muddy. Looks like it's got a good set of tyres on it. Don't know. Let us know. Let us know what it's like if you get one. I'm keen to see, keen to know. Sorry, just catch up. Short course truck. Is that a Techno? No, SCX30 is these little things. Look at that. It's so small. It's a little crawler. They're relatively new. They came out just before Christmas. It's the tiniest crawler that you will have ever seen. Made by Axial. Tiny little servo in there. That is the radio gear there. But for driving around the house, or check out some of my little YouTube shorts. There's some fun little YouTube shorts. They look great. My son absolutely loves them. We have a great time with those. Nice one, Crawled66. Have a good evening. I will see you again soon. Yeah, SX30s, $100, kind of like the crawler, the Losi buggy of crawlers. Go grab one, stick it on your office desk or whatever, and use it as an excuse for a bit of driving. Yeah, Axial has made some good stuff over the years. Definitely. Right, got a bit of work to do on this. Apologies, it's so 100% crawl the office desk. Just stick a load of stuff on there, and you've got yourself an instant crawler course. There's an issue with these, all of the Microbe spec Bs and everything. The steering linkage, you won't be able to see it, it's too small. The steering linkage in here is at too tight an angle, so you just hit something and it pops off. So we're gonna pop a shim underneath it, which I'm hoping is going to help, but it just pops off. The linkage is at too higher angle. I can probably show you on this one. I don't think you guys will be able to see it. Can't get it in the light. Anyway, the linkage goes down at a really funny angle, and as soon as you hit a barrier or something like that, it just pops the steering off, which is a bit of a pain. Now, I've spoken to the guys at Hobby Plus, and they are working on a fix for it, but it's not out yet. So yeah, you just got to stick a shim underneath it at the moment. Yeah. But it's a bit tricky because it bolts. It's the bolt is a ball stud, and it's got to go through some plastic and then into a part, and you kind of need all of the length of the ball stud to keep it from stripping out. So I'm just wondering, I think I'm going to need to take it all apart and glue the ball stud and the shim all into it without binding up, and without it messing it up. So it's a bit of a pain in the arse, really. Hello and welcome to anyone that has just joined us. We are live on this very cold, wet and rainy Saturday evening. It is just coming up to midnight here in the UK. I expect it is a lot earlier wherever you guys are from. Most of my viewers seem to be from America. Although I think I had a large number from Israel, of all places, which was quite strange when I looked the other day. Right. Oof. Right, it all starts to fall apart when we do this. Cleveland, 6:45 p.m. Okay. Nice. Hope you are enjoying your evening. Trying to get this apart without absolutely destroying everything. Okay, we're just going to undo the ball studs. It's a lot easier. Hello, model, I don't know how you pronounce that. From Holland. Ooh. Holland, is it? Oh no, Germany. This is interesting. On my phone, it's doing a translation. I'm watching on my. I've got this on my phone and on the computer, and the phone is actually translating some of these things, which is quite cool. I 100%. I feel like something needs to be done in the hobby to make everyone use the same blooming protocols and stuff like that. I guess that's where back in the day when we had crystals, you just popped a crystal in and you could drive whatever car you wanted. But nowadays, I have literally got a wall full of transmitters. Over there is literally a wall full of transmitters, and I've got transmitters everywhere. They're literally absolutely everywhere. There's none over there, but they're everywhere. That was it. That was it. Scream. It was so funny. It was even worse when you're flying planes and someone was like, turn your transmitter off, turn your transmitter off. As some plane dived erratically into the ground. But yeah. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, like yeah, you had to put your number on the board, take a peg. That was exactly it. Those were the good old days. Aerials that were like a meter long, and after about a week, they'd be about half a meter long. The good old days of RC. I've still got a lot of my my old RC stuff kicking around. Right. So this is the part in well, these two parts here. I'm wondering whether to give him a new bit. No, it looks all right inside. I'm just going to glue it though. Yeah, it is. It's nothing special, but it does the job. There's not much. I've not got a huge amount of option with this, I don't think. The guy that was driving this it popped off about 3 times in the first 5 minutes of racing the other night, so I felt really bad for him. I ended up giving him one of my cars to drive for the night, so I want to try and get this as reliable as I can for him. Really hard rubber compound off-road tyres. Yeah, they were. Plastic bumpers that broke in the first 5 minutes. Oh, back in the day, the glue was crap. Didn't have super glue back then. I don't think. I don't remember it. Well, certainly not. Maybe we did. I can't remember. Yeah, it was a different. I bought my son a Tamiya lunchbox as his first RC car a couple of years ago. For a bit of nostalgia for me and also for him, I thought he shouldn't be allowed to have. He shouldn't miss out on the experience of what we had to endure. I remember one of the things that I always remember from the old days of RC was the batteries never lasted long enough to actually put the body on the car. So you never actually used to run the bodies because the car would only last like 2 or 3 minutes, and then you'd have to take the body off again. So and then I got back into RC, and it was something like, oh, these things actually last 15 minutes. Just one of the things that I found. Right, I think we're making progress. Nycode. WRC. I found one of my original RC, not mine, but what I had as my very first RC car on eBay or Marketplace the other day, and I was sorely tempted to buy it again. It was it wasn't it was Nico. It wasn't Nico. It was another brand that sounded very similar, and it was called a Grabber. Need to get some. Oh, apologies. Sorry, didn't mean to delete that one. Sorry, I'm just trying to delete it. Sorry, Louise, didn't mean to delete your message. These other spammy ones that I'm having to delete. Yeah, back in the good old days of RC. Have you? I got back into cars about 6 or 7 years ago, and was absolutely blown away by the performance. Yeah. Yeah, I remember RCs running on AA batteries. They didn't last long at all. I had a hovercraft as well. That was good fun. Right, we are hopefully just about there. I've got the shim on. I'd have liked to have put 2 shims on there, but I just don't think. You missed out. 2010. Yeah, it was about 2018, I think I got back into things. Yeah, something like that. When my son was born. Cool. Get back into it again. What's the excuse? Why not? Now is a better time than ever to get back into RC. So much stuff out there, so cheap, No excuses. And you get to meet loads of cool people. Right, we are hopefully on the reassembly of this car, and then we are nearly there. Thank you for everyone that has kept me entertained tonight. Welcome if you have just joined me. Yeah, money is an issue for everyone. Don't worry, you're not on your own. But where there's a will, there's a way. If you put your mind to it, you can achieve anything. Yeah. Time, all massive factors, but you've only got one shot in life. Make the most of it. Make the most of today, because you never know what's going to be happening tomorrow. I've got a bug that has just joined the chat and now has left the chat. Yeah. That again, that's the great thing about this micro stuff, is it doesn't have to it doesn't have to take time up. It was one of the reasons that I got back into RC actually. When my son was born, trying to find time to go. I used to do a lot of surfing and everything, and trying to find time now to go to the beach or go away to go surfing for a weekend or something like that is almost impossible. And that meant that I needed to find something else to do to keep me from going insane. And at that point I dug out an old RC car and well, next thing you know, I'm making myself look like a fool on the internet. And that was about 8 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago. Oh, okay. So your daughter must be about the same age as my son. My son was born in 2019. He is just about to turn 7 next week. Yeah, well, that's it. We drive the micros around the living room, and you can still take them outside and have fun with them too. So yeah, whether it's just for 5 minutes or an hour, there really isn't it. They're just, yeah, so much fun. Don't need loads of space, don't need loads of time, don't need loads of money, and they are a lot of fun. Right, sorry everyone can't see terribly well. Is that better? We're getting there with this now. Kind of nearly there. Hello, welcome to anyone that has just joined. We have been working on a Maverick Microbe tonight. Incidentally, I have got a load of bits to do on mine, which we won't do tonight, but maybe another night. We will tune in and sort out my Spec B. I'm not going to get it going for tomorrow, Monday night's racing, but Transponder. I've got to do the body for him as well. Mustn't forget that. Plan on buying a bigger basher to enjoy some outdoors like the old days. If everything works as planned, I will build a dirt track and maybe a neighborhood kids club. Sounds fun. I used to have a dirt track in my garden. Sadly, I no longer have it. But yeah, if you can get the local kids involved, full credit to you. Not enough kids get into RC nowadays. Cool. Yeah, not enough kids get into RC these days. It's such a good, healthy sport or hobby to get into. Gets you outside or inside, and there's so many aspects of it that there's so much to learn. I used to work in a school. I used to do a club there with the kids, and we used to have a great time. Taught them so much. It's such a shame that you give a controller to a 10-year-old now and they're like, what's this? It's like, right, what we've got to do on here is just right, having to do a bit of yeah, sorry, just having to do a bit of weeding out. I was saying I am just having to clear the hello. Looks like you've got a British flag wherever you are watching from. I'm just clearing the windscreen for this chat so that the transponder works through it. Can you read this? I can read this. I need something to polish this window away with. Technology is good, eh? Hello, Ian. Welcome to the chat if you've just joined us. We are building cars and talking rubbish. If you ever need to clean any paint off your RC car, you can make an absolute hash of the paint job. That stuff works a treat. Right. Right, I've now got about 5 minutes of polishing to do, so Feel free to ask any questions if you have any. Welcome to anyone that is watching. As I say, we are fixing cars and talking rubbish tonight. Thank you very much for joining me on this live chat. Hope you have had a good weekend, wherever you are watching from. And let us know where you're watching from. I'm always very interested to hear. This is actually coming off a lot quicker than I thought. There you go, making progress. And say, if out of all the 66 cars you've built and run, which is the best driving? Can we go up to 12th scale? Is that acceptable? I can tell you what my favourite 12th scale is. I don't have many 16th scales. Okay, my favourite 12th scale. My favourite 12th scale is it's LC Racing. It's made by a company called LC Racing. The particular one I like is the LC12B1. It's been out for quite a few years now. Again, fantastically cheap. The parts are really cheap. However, it is really durable as well, and drives like a 10th scale, but is a quarter of the price. Highly recommend it for getting back into RC if that is what you want to do. Check out all of the LC racing cars. They're very well proven, budget friendly, great value. Yeah, everything you need. Who am I? I am Sussex Micro RC. That's who I am. What do you do for a living? I'm a builder for a living. How long have you been doing it? All my life. How long have I had this hobby? All my life, on and off. Do you enjoy it? Of course I do. Is it expensive? Is as expensive as you want it to be. How old was I? I started RC when I was, I don't know, 6 probably. It wasn't really RC back in those days. They had wires attached to the cars instead. Right, just getting rid of a few more of these. No, I used to drive it outdoors as well, actually. Lewis, check it out. There was a couple of YouTube shorts I put up of it. It's like a green and white car hitting a big ramp. It's that car. Go check out the YouTube shorts when we're done on here. It's a super fun car. Right, this is getting a bit crazy with all this rubbish. We might have to end this because of all this rubbish, which is a bit of a shame. It kind of ruins the whole live stream. Hello Kermit, hello Sussex. I still have my first team associated RC10 from the early 90s. Fantastic truck. Remember them well, remember seeing them in the magazines. I still have, it's not down here, I still have my first Schumacher Cougar 2 from back in the early 90s. So don't ever get rid of it. Apologies for all these spammy comments tonight. It's a bit of a pain having to try and deal with them all. I've not had to have this, not had this issue before. I'm gonna keep deleting these. I don't know. I don't remember the Hobeo SS, I'm afraid. And this spammy stuff is really, really a pain. Right guys, I am gonna leave this. It's a bit frustrating with all of this spammy stuff coming on here, and it's not terribly helpful when I'm trying to get stuff done. So I apologise for people ruining it. If it carries on, I will go. Yeah, the Schumacher stuff is great. And it's a British company, which is even better. So yeah, do love the Schumacher stuff. I've still got some of their current cars. I think we're just about there with this now. We're just about there. So I'm going to delete a few more of these people. It's pretty frustrating. We're just carrying on ignoring them for a little bit longer. It is Sunday morning now, so it is pretty late, but I've got all my jobs done, so we are pretty much good to go. I'm going to stick this transponder in, and then we're going to call it a night. $6:24. It is. There you go. Well, can't quite show you. There you go. It is 12:30 or thereabouts for us in the UK here. Hello to anyone that is watching or just tuned in. Ah, cork, nice. Hello and welcome to everyone that is just tuning in. I am just about at the end here of tonight's stream, we were just doing a bit of work to, actually I've got a little bit more to do, to a member's car. Getting it ready for racing on Monday night. Oh, finally some real chat, not some spammy people. Do it. Get yourself a lap timing system. There are loads of different ones out there. You have got Lap Monitor, which is quite nice and easy because it works off your phone. However, if you can, and you're going to use a laptop or something, computer to do it, go for the Easy Laps timing system. These ones, the transponders are quite a lot cheaper and a lot smaller. So for micro stuff, they are pretty good. I'm going to get the chat back up again, so bear with me 1 second and we can answer a few questions. Someone stream, but looks real into what you're doing. So we're working on micro RC cars tonight on the channel. This channel is all about RC, and this is what we're working on tonight. It's I run a radio control car racing club, and this is one of my members. I said I would get it ready for racing on Monday night. So just doing a bit of work on that. Someone also mentioned it works with 2-3 wire MyLabs. These systems for the micro cars all generally work off infrared rather than the magic that MyLabs and all of those ones work off. But the price is reflected in that the transponders are only sort of $20, $25 each versus the MyLab stuff, which is like $80 for a transponder. Cool. Oh, cool. My brother was really into that when we were kids. He now builds car wash systems. That's pretty impressive. Never too old for a bit of RC car action. I've got a lot of people at the club that are just getting back into it. Yeah, we do chat a lot of rubbish on here, but it's all good fun. It's all good fun. Harmless fun, and if people learn stuff, then it's great. If you've got nothing better to do and it's filling some time and you want to watch it, then do. You don't have to. It's all good fun. Yeah, 100%. The MyLab stuff is very good. I mean, they're not hugely different. You see, there's a MRT transponder versus the ones that we use. So not massively different. But in some of the cars, it makes quite a difference. I am working on a Microbe tonight. This is a club member of mine, I said I'll get it all ready for racing on Monday. So that is exactly what I'm doing, and I've just about got there now. Take care. Yeah, I've got no issues with the trolls. It's their time they're wasting, but there you go. Thank you very much. Have a good evening. Jonah. Hello, Jonah. Nice to meet you. Nice to always know a name to the face and to the profile. I think, oh no, bit of an issue here, but hopefully we can solve it. We're going to have to cut a bit more of this away. Hello to anyone else that has just tuned in, whether you're a troll or not, it doesn't bother me. We are working on a Maverick Microbe tonight. Spec B tyres to the Micro, nothing. They're identical. I can get the camera to Spec B Microbe. That's the fronts. That's the rears. Identical. The only thing different is the shape of the chassis and the colour of the chassis. Microbe, Spec B. Everything else, the Microbe has got Velcro on the sides. The Spec B has got Velcro on the top. This has red shims, this has silver shims. And the body, that's the only differences. That's the only differences. These, if you haven't tried one of these cars, get one. They're the best $100 you'll spend in a long time. Give one a go. You won't be disappointed. Well, I hope not. I haven't tried a huge number of tyres on these. I've tried the Endura ones. They weren't amazing. I've got the Endura ones here. They weren't amazing. The fronts were a bit funny. I've got the Upgrade RC ones. They're a bit aggressive, especially on the front. And I've got the new Endura ones here, which I haven't tried yet. So we'll be giving those a go on Monday. Right, nearly there. I've seen the, I don't know, Radians. I assume that's where the name comes from, Radian. I've seen those bodies. They look freaking wicked. I think it was Jonah that even put me onto them. They look rad, but they're expensive. I don't have that sort of money to spend on bodies, unfortunately. Hello. Good evening, everyone, if you've just tuned in. Not going to be going a huge amount longer, but we have just been playing around doing a bit of work on these cars tonight, getting them ready for racing on Monday. Yeah, the $39 or pounds or whatever they are is too much to spend on a body. Incidentally, I have been well, I'm going to paint a couple of bodies myself, but I've just been working on some stencils. So yeah, I'm going to cut some because all the bitty design stuff is all too big for these cars, so I'm just trying to make some similar stencils for these. Nice. Mini Z. Which one did you go for? Mini Z comes in the mail on Tuesday, going to try box stock. Box stock racing is great fun with the Mini Z. Spent a long time doing that. Yeah, which one did you go for? Lots of new ones that have come out. Corvette C8. Nice. No, I used to have one of those. I don't have it anymore. Yellow. I think I had the silver and red one. Super nice. Crow Craig. Which charger are you talking about? Don't know. But yeah, most of the USB chargers are a complete waste of time. The tyre guide tool, the tyre installation tool, is that the one you mean? This one? This is Yeah Racing. Ooh, I can't get it. There you go. Yeah Racing. Help if it was the right way up, eh? Works pretty good. Works pretty good. And it's like $20. It's not too bad. Does definitely make getting the tyres on nice and straight a lot easier. I need to try a front wing on these. I haven't yet. But to be honest, on the carpet that we race, grip isn't an issue. Child, yeah. That is why we all still race cars, because it reminds us of our childhood, and there's no harm in that. The one in the box with the micro T. Yeah, definitely don't use the low-C ones. The low-C ones definitely. Sorry, I'm just going to plug you guys in because the battery's going on my phone. Definitely don't use the charger on the low-C cars. We've had many issues with those. Incidentally, the number of people that come back into our club, was it the chat with this guy? No, it was another guy that came around. Probably 80% of the people that get back into racing, especially in our club, are coming from a 30-year hiatus in RC, and they are reviving their youth. And why not? There's no harm in it. It's a lot of fun. Unfortunately, when you get older, your body starts to stop you from doing things, and why not take up RC cars? There's so much to learn, and it's very harmless fun, isn't it? I'm not 58, but I'm getting that way. Nice, excellent. Yeah, I mean, I started racing when I was, I don't know, probably 10 or 12 maybe. And I've been on and off doing RC for many years. I enjoy all forms of RC, whether it's boats, cars, planes, helicopters, drones. I don't think there's anything that I don't enjoy, and I would enjoy more if I could afford it. But there you go, we are hopefully done with the Microbe tonight. The screen's a bit dirty. Yeah, we used to do all the Airfix. I don't know if in the States Airfix is a thing, maybe not. But all the plastic models we used to do as well. One thing about these micro cars is the parts are small, but not impossible to work on. Hello, Joey. I think we're just about there for tonight. I was working on this one, a Maverick Microbe, getting it race prepped for Monday night for one of our club drivers, and it is now done. I have been working on today on this Losi Micro B, which is now done, and I think that's about it. I'm UK. Ah, hello from the UK. Got Tamiya models from a shop in Wigan. Revel with a worst for parts not fitting. Didn't do many Revels when I was young. Lots of Airfix around here. Airfix themselves are only about 15-20 minutes away. I'm quite keen to try and go and have a look around and see if I can get a bit of a tour of there to show you guys, because it's pretty amazing what they do. If anyone's got any questions or anything else that they want to talk about, please feel free to pop it in the chat while I just tidy things up. Yeah, I tell you, the SCX30s are absolutely tiny to work on. They are borderline for me. No, the Micro B motors are pretty good. I've been running one pretty hard for about a year, and it's absolutely fine. I'd check the weight. If you feel like it's running slow, make sure you've not added a load of weight, because weight's a killer on these tiny little things. Check that you've got no binding. Motor mesh is okay, but yeah, weight would be my guess if it's feeling slow, or you got a duff battery or something. Tamiya catalogue. The Tamiya catalogue is such a fond memory of my childhood, looking through the Tamiya catalogue, dreaming about all of the cars. Yeah, you can still buy them on eBay, but they're so expensive. I'd love one to revive my memory. Grasshopper, yeah, we all had a grasshopper, didn't we? Grasshopper with lunchbox wheels on it. Yeah, you're talking my stories. Mr. Pickles, yes. My box stock says I can run any wheel tire combo. Should I get white Kyosho, PN, GL, and what tires? It's a big RCP track. Okay, so Mini Zeds. Did you say what? Oh yeah, it was a C8. The C8 is a good body. So it depends if you want to scratch it up or not. I always run the Jomurima bodies. These bodies here. They are nothing like the looks that you get on the Kyosho ones, but they're very durable, very fast, great handling, and cheap. So I would recommend the Jomurima body for racing. They're really nice and smooth in the front, so if you hit a barrier on the RCP tracks, they just bounce off, whereas a lot of the mini Kyosho ones with all of the funky splitters on, they tend to dig in and yeah, kind of stop you dead. So these are great bodies. Any wheel tire combo, I use the GL Racing wheels, but there's hundreds of different brands out there. You probably want to run like a +2 offset on the rear and like a 1 or a 2 offset on the front. Tire combos, again, hundreds of different choices. The standard choice to go for is a 20-degree radial tire on the rear from Kyosho, and the 30-degree low profile slick on the front. That should give you a good amount of grip without it being too aggressive, and give you a nice little bit of understeer. So that would be my advice on those. As far as PN and GL wheels and tire, oh no, that was wheels. So I use the GL, I think I said I use the GL Racing wheels, but there's loads of other combos. Tires, go with the Kyoshos to start with. It's a good place to start. Don't forget, change your pinion over. If it's a massive track, put an 8 or a 9 tooth pinion in there, and you'll be fine. Half decent set of AAAs, and maybe some springs and T-plates. But other than that, you'll be good to go. Grasshopper was your first ride, yes. My brother had the Grasshopper, I had the Lunchbox. Still got a Lunchbox, well, my son does. Revived my childhood. Dreaming, oh yes. My first was a T-Max. Oh yeah, that's relatively modern compared to the Tamias that we had to drive. Things changed a lot since, well, leading up to the T-Max and after the T-Max. Hadn't even heard of Traxxas when I was originally into RC. We had one of my first ones was a British company called Mardave. Used to run the Mardave mini stocks. That was a lot of fun. Nice. Yeah, we didn't have many tracks around here, so that'd have been cool. Right, well, I am done for the night. Thank you very much for everyone for tuning in and watching. Hope everyone has a good weekend. As I said, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It really does help me out. I wouldn't be here without all you guys watching. And thank you very much for tuning in. yeah, let us know in the comments if you want me to cover anything in particular. Yeah, have a good weekend. I will see all you guys soon. I've got racing coming up live on Monday. So if you want to see a bit of what we do live at the track, tune in Monday evening this time, a bit earlier, a couple of hours ago. It'll be like midday for a lot of you Americans. Yeah, tune in, say hello. But otherwise, stay tuned for more content coming soon. Hit that subscribe button for all the notifications and all that other rubbish. But otherwise, as I said, have a good weekend and I will speak to you soon. Laters.